3.5 years ago, we moved 200 miles up the country to somewhere we had never been before. I had a government job and no real plan. Now, this house holds everything that changed my life, but we're walking away from it. We're moving back down south, just outside of London, and it comes with really mixed emotions. Because this house is where everything changed for us. It's definitely the right decision for me professionally, for that big Olympic dream I keep banging on about, but also for something much bigger. So before we go, I want to show you what this place has really meant, what it's seen, how it's changed me, and why leaving it feels a lot bigger than just moving house. And then I'll show you what it means for what's next. I have filmed so many videos in this here park. Just a stone's throw from where we live, up on the hill. I've run through here so many times. I'm probably here 4-5 days of the week. And I can remember doing my little silly morning walks for my mental health when I couldn't run in the snow down this path. And it's really weird to think that this might be the last time I'm here. So the big reason we moved 200 miles up the country into the north where neither of us had ever lived before was I got the opportunity to join a running team that's based up here just outside of Manchester, and it felt like a really, really big deal. There were people on this team that I was joining who were Olympians, people I'd looked up to, you know, legit professional athletes, and I wanted to surround myself with that, put myself in that environment, because that's where I wanted to be. And I still believe in that kind of philosophy today. Surround yourself with people that are better than you, people that are in the spaces that you want to be in, and learn from them. Learn what it really means to be in their position. And looking back, I think one of the things that made that move slightly less scary was that the coach, Helen, who, you know, still runs this team now, still coaches that New Balance team that I was a part of, was already my coach. So it didn't feel like a huge change in the sense that I'd still be working with the same person that had taken me to my first marathon and had kind of helped pick up the pieces, if you like, of me being at one of the lowest points with running I'd ever been in. That aside, it was so nerve-wracking, and it really felt like such a leap of faith making that move, selling our house that we had poured our hearts and souls into, moving away from an area that we knew, that we grew up in, and preparing for our lives to change in so many ways, so many unknowns. I genuinely can't believe that that was only 3.5 years ago. It feels like it was almost a decade, and I genuinely feel like a completely different person to whoever that was. Come on. And I think it's the experiences I've had over the last 3.5 years, some of which were on that running team, that make me feel like a completely different person today. I definitely turned into a completely different athlete, learning from some of the athletes on that team. A few of them I'm lucky enough to now consider friends for life. I went on my first ever training camps with these professional athletes. I ran for England in my second ever marathon, came third at Copenhagen, and that was such an unreal memory. And although I've run faster over the marathon now, that's still such a special day for me. And although my time on that team was probably more short-lived than I would have predicted, you know, I moved on, I think made the right decisions for me in terms of changing my setup, changing the coach I was working with, but we decided to stay up here in Manchester. And I think actually the period of time after being on the team, but still living up here, just the two of us, is when the biggest changes actually happened. It's weird because I was on the team for 1 year and 4 months, I think, and we've lived here in total for 3.5 years now. It's crazy. It feels like my time on the team was 5 minutes, and the time after it was like a year. Time is strange like that. When I left that team, that's when I started being coached by Jonathan Green, who we all know and love on this channel, and I became part of Verde Track Club, which is the team that I'm still a member of today. But although I'm a part of that team, I only get to train with my teammates when I'm in Flagstaff, because they're based in Flagstaff. So that's when I started doing all my workouts pretty much solo, and my track sessions, that's when I started training here at Sport City, the famous blue track, the windiest track in the country. I won't have it any other way. Don't tell me your track is windier. This one's the worst. It's a pretty momentous day today. Last track session at Sports City. I never thought the day would come. I've got 8x K today of 90 to 2.5 minutes. Running fast because I am prepping for a track season. So make sure you're subscribed so you see how that goes in the coming weeks when I will hopefully be doing my first race. It feels like weirdly emotional getting ready to do my last session here. And I feel like, yeah, this 400-meter oval has seen me through a lot. I've done so many sessions here through all weathers, wind, rain, really hot days as well. Those ones are more rare. And I also ran my 5K PB at this track. 2024 British Championships, last race of the track season. Last track race I did, yeah, I actually kind of took that race on for a little bit and tried to make a difference at the pace, pushed it on at the front a little bit, focused on racing with people around me, and PB took care of itself. Good memories. I mean, I'm acting like I absolutely love this track. It's literally a really windy, really slow track with at least 3 dips on the top bend where if you get your footing wrong, you're gonna roll your ankle. Let's get warmed up. Last one, best one.
And as far as at least how I remember, we were leaving in September.
Nice one, let's get it, come on.
When red and gold paint the sky. And as far as though maybe I pretended, oh, I wish it never ended.
Go on, 2 more, let's make them count. Turn the screen out, come on. Really working, come on.
Still waiting on the last goodbye.
Goodbye, track. So we've got, how long till we move?
Less than 24 hours? 18 hours?
Less than 24 hours.
Woo-wee.
And unsurprisingly, I was planning on this part being filmed before the day before we move, but we like to live on the edge and just make moving house a little bit stressful because otherwise it's just boring. So 3.5 years we've lived here.
Yep.
What would you say has changed in that time?
Oh God, so much. You quit your job, full-time job.
Pretty quickly as well.
Pretty quickly. I actually came up here pretty much unemployed.
That's crazy.
I didn't have any work, not earning any money. We hit a lot of milestones in our business. First merch was here.
First merch, another merch drop after that. The tech t-shirts.
Yeah.
I mean, you started coming on training camps with me.
You run all but one of your marathons here. I ran all of my half marathons while living in this house. A lot has happened.
Yeah. We've
So much.
crammed a lot in.
Crammed a lot in these 3.5 years.
And we were talking about this the other day, like you can list out those achievements and those like big moments, and they're just little kind of dots along the timeline, but I think it's what's in between those dots that has really kind of changed us and shaped us.
Yeah.
Like it's felt like we've grown up in this house.
Yes.
We've become
Adults.
actual adults and grown-ups since living here because we've had to. Like we don't have any friends or family who live nearby. We have no support network. It's literally a 4-hour trip one way to get to the closest parents that live to us.
Yeah.
And like any friends that we could like call on and rely on really. Which has been, yeah, very isolating at times and like mostly negative, but I think it's taught us to really rely on ourselves and rely on each other. And despite that, we are gonna miss this house.
Yeah.
It's been our home, but we're gonna move to a new home tomorrow. How are you feeling for the move?
I'm really excited. I think it has it's curbed by a little bit of anxiety because I don't know if you've explained, we're moving into a house that needs a lot of work.
Yeah.
So that's a bit anxious, but I cannot wait to be closer to friends and family, but also just closer to a high street, being able to walk to a coffee shop, a good coffee shop.
It's gonna be nice.
It's gonna be nice, and I feel like although the house might be a building site to start with, at least we'll have somewhere to escape to. We'll be able to leave, we can go to friends, we can go into London.
It's gonna be so nice.
It's gonna be nice.
Yeah, I think it's gonna open up. It's gonna open up a lot, not just kind of for my running. I think there's gonna be like improvements to be made there, just because of the location, but also in a more encompassing life fulfillment sense, which I'll explain on the other end.
You good? Our whole business, our whole YouTube life in video is in this box. Tens of terabytes in this little box.
Today's the day, Tread. Sorry.
We have a bit of an issue.
What?
This thing doesn't fit in the box.
Oh,
This is the biggest box we got.
it's not even done up at the bottom.
Yeah.
I need a bit of help. It's too early to contort myself like that. So the removals company is arriving in an hour and a half, and we are packing boxes. What are we doing now, Daniel?
Draining the egg sleeve.
Draining our bed.
What?
Oh wow, yeah, it's coming out. It smells really gross. Should we go out and see the van?
Yeah.
Do you reckon I can go on it?
Go on then.
All this mess you're creating in here, Richard. Trying to leave this nice for the next people.
The box, they haven't packed it, have they?
The box? No, it's that.
Oh, sorry. How are we getting on then?
We are getting there. A little bit of miscommunication on the timing of when we should be leaving, but it's fine. We will get out today. We don't own this house anymore, which is kind of weird, but we've got to be out by, well, it's supposed to be 2, but it's probably going to be 4. It's all good. It's fine. It's actually just really relaxing.
Yeah.
Not stressful at all. I'm practically Cinderella around here. It's my daily routine. Sweeping, hoovering, cleaning.
How are you feeling?
It's the end of an era, isn't it? Yeah, it feels weird. Similar to leaving the last house, coming up here. But like, I think because we've wanted to leave and to move for so long, I am really excited for starting our new lives and being where we need to be and stuff. But it's just, you know, I wake up every morning and look out that window and see what the weather's doing and watch the world go by and run up and down that road. It's just like so familiar. It's home. Should we have a little look outside, show them what it looks like? I like looking across over there at that blossom tree. And the best sunsets through that gap in the house there. Yeah, just a really lovely place, lovely village. It's treated us well, isn't it?
Yep.
Best chippy in the country as well. If you ever want a really good fish and chips, Marple Bridge. What's it called? The Town Street Fryer. So good. And the owner's lovely as well. Actually, I'm gonna miss the people.
Yeah.
Although we don't have our kind of like network and our community and our people here, our friends and family, the local community and the people of the area are just lovely. I think the stereotype is true. Northerners are nicer than Southerners. They're friendly people.
Alright, should we hit the road?
Yeah, let's do it. Famous wall.
Gone.
Gone. Just 2 hooks. And a little bit of patchy redecoration remains. So weird. So, oh, my phone! Just kidding.
What have we done?
What have we done? Listen, it just needs a little bit of sprucing, okay? Maybe a bit of a clean, some rewiring,
A big extension.
a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We do also need a fridge freezer and a washing machine that we thought were coming with the house. Should we go upstairs? First floor, 2-floor house. Bathroom, probably the most modern room in the house, not even joking. Then we've got some more green in here.
Look at that. That's why we bought the place.
This is what sold it. This right here. My dressing table. And this is gonna be your room.
No, this is your room. This is your...
Oh, this is your room.
Oh yeah, there you go. There I am.
Stunning.
Stunning.
Alright, Utrecht. This is it. I was gonna put the box up there, you know. Yeah? Okay. I'll put it on the floor. So this is it. Our new home. It doesn't feel like a home just yet. And that's not helped by the fact that it is a building site currently, isn't it? In the short time since filming the moment we got the keys and this moment right now, we've done a little bit of work. Stripped off all the wallpaper in here, ripped up all the carpets, fitted wardrobes have gone. Let's just hold a moment in our thoughts for those beautiful green fitted wardrobes. And before I can talk to you about what's in the box and why I've been carrying that with me throughout this whole video, I want to talk about why this is so exciting for us. Paired with the fact that for the last 3.5 years, we have felt pretty isolated and far away from our friends and family and kind of having to face a lot of life on our own or being away from home. Being here gives us the opposite of that. We are within an hour's drive of 2 sets of parents. We have friends on our doorstep. I have run company I can hit up on speed dial. There's some of the old locations that I used to train in that I can get to quite easily. Just feels like our support network down here is gonna support us. And whilst this is gonna be a lot, I'm excited for the unknown. I'm excited to bed in here for a long time and to see what this house is gonna see. You know, all those memories that we made in the last house, they made that house special because we made those memories there. And the same thing is gonna happen here. And funnily enough, that has a little bit to do with what is in this box. Because in this box is the very reason why we have moved here. And when I open this box, some of you might even get a little bit annoyed, and that's okay. Because in life, when we have come to expect something and our expectations aren't met, we can feel a little shortchanged. Which is why throughout this video, in this box, I have been carrying around nothing. There's nothing in there. And that is because it's not what is inside the box or inside the home or what it looks like, the size of it, the style of your possessions, whatever. That's just the stuff, the noise. What makes a home is who you share it with. And that is why we are so excited to be here in this house, surrounded by the people that are gonna make this house a home. And if metaphors annoy you, I'm sorry, but also love the grind. It's also kind of a metaphor, right, for life, because we love the grind, but we also love the process, and it's not about the destination, it's about getting there. Please don't be mad. Utrecht, you can't, you're ruining it. Now they know there's nothing in the box. This can go at the end of the video, that's fucking hilarious.